Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Can you hear and see me? Hello, everyone. Alexey, good evening. Welcome. Yes, hello, Igor. Hello, everyone. Now, friends, we are into the second part of our previous Q&A session. That is why today it's like a regular AMA session. We're going to answer questions that our users put into the Google form, because we have offered this Google form for our guests. Let's activate the chat room and let's get some feedback from you. Please write where you're from, what city, what country, to alleviate today's broadcast. Can we please activate the chat to enable people make their feedback? So how do you feel, Alexey? How's your working day? My working day is full of work. I keep working 24/7. Understood. Especially after India, right? Yes, especially after India. I see people from India are writing. Manipur, India, Germany, Moldova, Grozny, Manipur, Germany, Ukraine, Latvia, Lviv, Russia, Minsk, Imphal. I see India is with us today. Vinnytsia, Chisinau, USA, Ukraine, Dublin, Ireland, Estonia, Ukraine, Republic of Tiva, Moscow, Lviv, Moscow, Cheboksary, Tiva, Kazakhstan, Manipur is here, Brest, Kazakhstan, Cheboksary, United Arab Emirates. Hello from Dubai. Canada is here, great, Monterrey. Alania, Turkey, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Norway, Arkhangelsk, Manipur, Czech Republic, Astana, Lithuania, Russia. Super cool. It's a vast global geography indeed. Delhi is here. Vinnytsia, Irkutsk, Belarus, Karaganda. Delhi says, we are waiting for you. Please come to Delhi. They're inviting us to Delhi, so we'll have to fly there. Yes, very soon. Very soon. Mallorca is here. Czech Republic, Kaliningrad. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for your feedback. Let's put our questions on the screen. I know that we have plenty of questions to go through. We are going to open up our Google form with your questions, and we'll start going through this list one at a time. Alexey will start, I guess, right? And then we'll do it one at a time. Please make yourself comfortable because we have many questions to go through. Okay, now, let's start? Yes, let's start. First question. Can you please show how we can do the exchange and withdrawal on the card from the safe, or is it not available yet? Guys, a bit later, I won't be showing to you, but you will be able to test it yourself. Now I can show how it works in my beta test version on my phone. Oh, I forgot to switch off the background. I switch it off now, okay. And this is a piece of the card, and if I swipe it like this, here you can see the button replenish. Okay, there's a special button, and when you click on it, you automatically withdraw USDT tokens from BEP20 wallet, and they go to your card, and you can use the tokens after that. I asked this question at the last AMS session, but you didn't answer it. My wallet needs to be configured because I cannot introduce the security code because there is no box to enter it in, and there is no save button. I removed it, reinstalled it on 2 cell phones. I sent a video to tech support, help me to configure it, and our team has confirmed it that they cannot do it because the save icon covers that box, and it's a bug which needs to be corrected. Yes, so they will do it. If I replace the original internet cable for longer one, 5-10 meters, is it going to affect the DEX rate? No, it's not going to affect the DEX rate. You can have up to 100-meter power cable, and it's not going to affect the quality of the signal. The company which has offices in different countries. A company. Can you remove the cursor, please? Yes. The company which has offices in different towns, is it possible when installing DEX nodes in offices to transfer data to the chief office through computers? Because the internet provider's internet is rather poor. Transfer data to the headquarters through computers. It's Mikhail who is writing. In theory, I understand your question, but if your other PCs are connected by a local net, and then the local net has access to internet, then it can be done. Moving on. Can you provide details about the money card? How's it going to work? What kind of currencies it's going to be compatible with? How it's going to convert different currencies? Maybe I can put my cryptocurrencies there. And how and when can I buy SIM card and what is its functions? Let's do it one at a time. The first stage about the card. It would be a dollar card with dollar balance, and that would be either Visa or MasterCard. But the thing is that neither Visa or MasterCard doesn't work directly with cryptocurrency. You cannot keep cryptocurrency on Visa or MasterCard. You can store only fiat currency there. How all crypto cards work, including ours. You transfer cryptocurrency to the card, but in fact there is a conversion and you get fiat money on the card, in our case, dollars. And when you transfer cryptocurrency, not us, but the bank keeps the cryptocurrency and converts it and keeps the commission and puts on your card fiat money. Now, as for can you keep your cryptocurrency there? You can keep your cryptocurrency on DexSafe that the card is connected to, and you send to the card only the money that you need to spend. For instance, if you have money in cryptocurrency, this is absolutely safe and secure for you. If you keep the money in DexSafe, it 100% belongs to you. Neither me nor my team, nor nobody from the side or a third party can take it or steal it from you until you give that user a safe phrase or transfer money to their account. But as soon as you transfer your money to the banking part, that will be a centralized story, because then, just like in any other bank of the world, your money won't belong to you. That money would be on the bank side. Don't transfer, please, hundreds of thousands of dollars on that card. Transfer only what you need to spend, because that's a bank. I personally do not really trust the global banking system. Cryptocurrency makes me feel safer, actually. So remember this. There are no cryptocurrency cards. All bank cards are fiat cards. There are monopolies like Visa or MasterCard. They work only fiat currency. As for SIM card, that's a totally different story. Soon we're going to start issuing or releasing that application. I've been testing the Android application. I'm happy 99% with that. There are some nuances, but even with that, you can work. Soon you'll be able to test it yourself. That would be an eSIM card, a digital eSIM card installed on your smartphone, and you can use internet with a coverage all over the world, with not connected to your person, and with a maximum security of data transfer. Mobile operators through whose basic stations we are going to transfer data have neither legal nor physical possibility to decipher your traffic. Moving on. At the last AMA session, Alexey explained that coins bought at the exchange can be transferred to the personal cabinet on DexNet.one. Not yet, but soon, yes. And then send it to staking under 2. Not yet, soon. Where can I see the number of the wallet bought on the exchange? We don't have such an opportunity, but soon we'll have it. I haven't found such a function. It's not there. There's only withdrawal button. That's right. Alexey also mentioned that not all those DEX nodes which are plugged in are going to be involved in the transaction processing, only some of them. We are talking about blockchain here, I guess, whose owners will get some kind of a key to. Will everybody be able to buy this key? Will the owners of the first 1,000 devices be included by default into that list? And if yes, is it going to be for free or based on equal rules or with some preferences? At the last session, it was mentioned that DexSafe has a browser which is located in transactions and can be opened up by link. But I have an Android cell phone and I don't have such a link. Maybe you mentioned the functions on the iPhone. Let's do it one at a time. As for staking in DexNet.one, it is going to happen very soon. We'll release this function as soon as it is released. We'll issue an instruction how to use it. Now about the DEX nodes, which are going to be involved in processing transactions. A bit later, again, we'll suggest a possibility how it is going to happen. It's not even the story of tomorrow or the nearest future. Only at the end of this month, maybe early next month, we're going to release Dex testnet of our blockchain, and only later we're going to start mainnet, and only by then we'll have described list of rules how to get connected. Now about the browser. It exists both in iPhone and Android. It exists in iPhone for absolute certainty because I'm doing it in iPhone all the time. Now I'm entering Android device, see whether they have this option there as well. Okay, while I'm looking at it, maybe you can take the next question. I cannot withdraw tokens from DexNet. I connected DexSafe to my personal cabinet using the tutorial. I confirmed it in my email. There is a correct address, but I sent 80% of tokens to staking to 12 and 36 months. I decided to withdraw some amount, but the transaction has been hanging for 3 days already, saying work in progress. What could be the cause of that? And there are 3, 4, 5 more questions. As far as we know, people are withdrawing money every day. Did you find it? Yes, I've just entered Android. I'm opening up the story of transactions, and I click on the link to open it in the browser. And here you can work with the inbuilt browser. It's the same as with Apple. There was something about withdrawal, right? You were reading the question. Yes, that people try to withdraw it from the wallet, but it says work in progress processing, but they didn't get it withdrawn. So in the cabinet, I see the correct address. 80% was sent to staking, small amount to withdraw, but it keeps hanging with the title processing. Valery, I will ask you to go to the tech support. It's highly individual. Maybe there is something individual here, because generally speaking, people withdraw their tokens, no problem. Maybe you could write to the tech support. They might not answer you right away because we receive too many calls and requests from people now. But generally speaking, our tech support will look into your case and help you with that, okay? When and how will I be able to use DexCloud? It's a later story. We're testing it. We are increasing the speed. Soon it's going to go into testing. When are you planning to start Dex Visa card, or is it not going to happen soon? It is real soon, and we're testing those cards with Igor already. This month, there are all the chances to start testing Dex Visa cards with you. what cryptocurrencies can be directly exchanged in DexSafe, how quickly exchanging happens, and what is the percentage rate. Virtually all the cryptocurrencies which are exchanged on whatever exists on DEXs, including our token, can be exchanged through our wallet. We directly are connected to DEXs, and DEXs are done through and the exchanges are done through the DEXs. What is the commission? 0.03%. That would be the exchange commission. When will I be able to use DEX EAC? I already mentioned that today I tested it on Android, and I think that by the end of the month, we're going to release both iOS and Android versions. How can I start making money without buying the DexNet? Because I don't have this kind of money. Then you must have a DexNet. If you don't have enough money to buy DexNet, you must think about buying right now to think how to build a business out of it. To download DexPoint at least. In fact, as far as DexPoint is concerned and DexNodes, I often encounter such great demand asking whether I'm going to be part of the first block, second block, third block, and so on and so forth. And it gives me an idea that when we'll run out of 10th or 20th block, people think it won't be interesting, like they missed the opportunity. But to be honest, guys, the real business, your real business, those guys who own DexNodes will start in 5 years' time when we'll run out of all the blocks of tokenomics. Why? Because 1 billion tokens has been distributed, will be distributed through 60 months, distributed through our tokenomics. We're giving away these tokens. Consider it as a prolonged airdrop. Yes, it is shrinking with each block, but the real business, the real tasty tokens will start when we'll have distributed all tokens. When all 60 blocks are going to be distributed, then we'll start another story. We already have deployed a network, and there we have some services. You are familiar with some of them, and those services will start generating profit for the company. And we hope that most of the transactions will be paid by tokens because it makes sense. It is less expensive than to pay with fiat money, although it might be more expensive because the price of token will increase in future. But this is a trap. And our task is to collect as many tokens as possible, and we're hunting the people with itchy trigger finger who want to release all their tokens. And those people who come here for services, we distribute these tokens among all the holders of the DexNodes and consider what kind of services we'll have, what kind of circulation we'll have in tokens, and those blocks that you're fighting for, first, second, third block, you will be getting as much in 1 week's time in tokens. And now we are worrying that I'm not part of the first or second block. Now is the airdrop with DexNodes because we need more DexNodes in the network because we'll be deploying our services there. But the main business will start with the services, and the holders of DexNodes will be part of the distribution of all the payments and tokens for services. If you will look into the future and recognize this thing is already included into the 25th month of operations. Everybody will see and feel it in the 25th month, what this kind of reserve pool is all about. Yes, 24th pool is over, and we'll start from month 25. And that's what you should keep your eyes on. And those people who look into longer-term future, it's going to be very good with you in terms of funding and everything. If you connect your head to this, if you want to get the first, third, fourth, or fifth block, it's okay, and collect all the tokens. We're going to buy those tokens from you, no problem. But you don't have long-term thinking, because that's where real money starts. Those people who know how to wait, patient people get to reap the main awards here. Okay. How to start making money without buying DexNodes, because I cannot afford it. You can install DexPoint free of charge. You're going to help us and make some tokens and start selling those tokens already. I could also recommend this. Can I use my wallet if I'm not registered on the platform? Of course. Where can I learn more about the game? About the game a bit later. Nobody knows the details about the game because we haven't released it yet. About the wallet, actually, it's no problem. You enter Play Market or App Store, you download that wallet and start using it. And you shouldn't care about any marketing companies or campaigns or DexNet. But the idea is that if you simply come from outside and download our crypto wallet, then the card there will cost $30, and the commission for replenishment of the card in fiat money will be 2.5%. But if you take the promo code from the person who invited you to this business, then the card will not cost $30 but $25, and the commission for the replenishment of card will be 2% and not 2.5%. As a result, in the same manner, you'll be able to invite your friends to this. I'm telling you business plan already, how you can make money. If you don't have enough money to buy DexNode, I think it's only a temporary situation, because if you have DexNet in your hands, after some few months, you have to really fight back not to make any money on this. So what kind of business plan can I offer? Simply go to the person who told you about this idea, take a promo code from that person, download DexSafe, mention that promo code, you will have discount for the card and the commissions. Then take your own promo code, will be generated there, and will give 20% of discount to other people who you will invite. Those people will invite crypto wallet. They can safely use cryptocurrencies. They buy the card like Visa or MasterCard, and they pay not $30 but owing to you $25. So you're not the person who is asking your friends to get connected through your personal referral link because you're so good, but you're giving them something in return. Take my promo code. With that promo code, you'll have 20% discount to all services, and a person will take it and be grateful to you. But what happens at that time? The person who installs and mentions your promo code becomes your first line of partners. And now, every time that person buys a banking card, you'll get a commission. If that person goes and tells somebody about this, he gets commission, and down to 21 levels based on classical system. Then all those people in your partnership tree will be replenishing that card with their money. They pay, say, 2.5. They put, say, 100 USDT on that card. 2% from this USDT would be commission. Part of this commission will go to partnership program. With time, you get a lot of new clients who use this service, and you get from every replenishment of the card a certain percentage. That's how you can build a really huge business. Moving on now. This is the last part of DexNodes with different addresses, which is the final number of the DexNode, which is covered by the block. I cannot answer it now. Can I go to the office to collect the DexNodes? If you have pre-agreed with the tech support and they have booked some DexNodes for you, if not, then it makes no sense, because we're waiting for the next batch. The next batch will be made of 3,000 devices. And to be honest, we didn't expect that these are going to be sold out so quickly. We had 1,000 devices. The first 500 were sold out in a week. Next 500 was sold out in 2 days. We're collecting 3,000. For that batch, we're going to order a bigger batch, and then it's going to be more systematic. Is there going to be a referral link to the mobile application? All our services are related to a partnership program. You can do it without partnership program and with partnership program. For instance, DexSafe without partnership program is more expensive. With partnership program is less expensive. Is company going to always work on the white paper like staking? Of course. Or are there going to be changes? Well, there might be some additions or improvements to the original conditions. We're not going to backtrack and change something by backdate. No, if we add something, we announce about this right away. But usually all the additions are for the improvement. Vyacheslav from Samara is asking a question. I cannot install the access code to DexSafe. I've been writing to tech support since May. I sent videos and screens. I have Samsung S22. and the last version of Android. What could be the problem? And that problem is experienced by many of my partners. Please assist in finding a solution. This is something new indeed. What does he mean about the access code? Access code to enter the wallet? I don't know. I cannot install the access code for DexSafe. Access code. Maybe it's access code for the entry. If a person wants to install it, maybe try to delete it and reinstall it. Yes, there is such thing. If the cell phone itself has no options of authorizations, like fingerprint or Face ID or PIN code to enter the phone, then yes, it's not going to work. You need to install something on your phone, some kind of protection, and only after that you can close down the wallet, if I understand you correctly, Vyacheslav. Okay, I will ask our moderator to take a screenshot of this message, and I will try to find out what's happening. But if you could provide your email, because we do everything by email and tech support. Okay, we'll try to find you through your name. Mikhail from Karaganda. Yes, Vyacheslav is writing here. That's his email, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vyacheslav. Delete your email or you will get a lot of spam now. I'm going to see what's happening there. Okay, moving on. Mikhail from Karaganda. I've noticed that the time of DexNet in network goes back to 0 and restarts every 5-6 days. It means that there is some breakdown in the network. If it happens all the time, every 5-6 days, as you write, it's quite interesting. People are writing something in the comments. Yes, it's the same question from Vyacheslav as I was asking. He's writing Igor. Okay, I'm going to raise that case from the tech support. I'm going to try to find out what's happening there. I mean, to restore the error conditions when it's happening. Next, Alexey Frolov from Kazan, Russia. DexNet now has a possibility to enter wallet address. Where can I find it? Okay, I will tell you. When on the DexNet.one page you mention your wallet, that wallet must be DEP20 standard wallet. It has been done to make it more secure. You connect your wallet. So far, it works without the smart contract. And for some time, you can do this, a week or two maybe. As soon as we approach that task, we are going to launch smart contract. And ever since then, it will be simply impossible to change that wallet under no conditions. It has been done specifically so that if somebody gets access to your personal cabinet DexNet.one, he won't be able to steal your assets. That is why it is of utmost importance not to mention exchanges, crypto wallet. If you are not sure that this exchange is going to exist for the next 50 years and nothing is going to happen to that, don't mention that crypto wallet. You need to mention DEP20 wallet from blockchain. You can get access to that wallet from the non-custodial wallet. An ideal version is to download DexSafe crypto wallet, tap on DexNet tab, and that token is already is integrated there, and click on Get, and you get the address of DEP20 standard. Copy that address and mention it on Dex.one and save it there, and it will be saved there forever. Attach some safe phrase there. Note it down on the paper. Don't make screenshots. Don't write it somewhere in Telegram or something. Make sure that any person who gets access to the 12 words of your safe phrase, as will have total control over your crypto wallet. Be sure of that. Don't leave any digital traces. Don't put it in any digital notebooks or screenshots wherever you live. This digital trace, it's like you writing your safe phrase on a huge poster and walk around showing it to people. Don't do this, please. Why in the DexNet application we don't have matching the following amounts? The overall income such, and in the wallet, the number is different. And the difference is like one token there. Alexey, I cannot answer this question. Sounds too individual. Let's try to solve it through tech support. Moving on. Inju from Kazakhstan. Can I withdraw money directly from DexSafe wallet? To answer your question, yes and no. Why yes? If cryptocurrency is considered money, although legally it's not considered money yet, but many countries start considering USD as assets, USDT as assets. You know, legally we don't have money in DexSafe. DexSafe keeps only cryptocurrency tokens and coins. So it's not really clear for me what you mean to get it directly from the wallet. You can withdraw cryptocurrency, but if you need fiat money to put it on the card or something, you cannot do this. You can do it through an exchange where you send somebody cryptocurrency and somebody send back to you fiat currency on your card money or bank account, or through our card. You can send cryptocurrency on our card and then use this money just like you use Kaspi Bank's money cards. And pay in Kazakhstan by the virtual card from the above-mentioned application. Will I be able to use a SIM card in all the countries who don't have internet? Yes. Moving on. We have UAE with a question. Where are you today? We're in the office. It's an interesting question. Who might be that person who asked this question? Anyway, thank you for the question.
Igor now in Dubai, I am now in Europe, so around the world.
Now, Inga from Germany is asking a question. Can I start manufacturing DexNet, say, in Turkey? And is there a possibility to get together and discuss things? Of course, Ingo. If you are in Dubai, we can arrange a meeting. We can brew some coffee and give you some cookies. One thing, just make sure you give us a few days notice through tech support so that Igor or I would be in the office at the time and we are available for that meeting. Now, about the manufacturing in Turkey, of course, can be done and should be done, actually, so it's highly individual. Let's get together and discuss things. Alexander from Antalya. Do you have such ideas as Telegram, YouTube, or maybe some other social media? Alexander, you have just hit a painful spot. Yes, we have such ideas, but it's mega risky. So we have to think twice before we start this. If messengers are more or less clear, where we have individual transmission of messages between each other, but with YouTube, it's super risky story. Try to imagine a decentralized YouTube where there is no censoring of content or whatever is posted there. Nobody can delete aside from the person who posted there. It's like a time bomb. I wouldn't want to have such a service in the world. That is why, maybe not. But Messenger, yes, why not? Because in constitutions of virtually all the countries, it says that people have the right to the secrecy of personal communication. So why not provide this right to people? Next, Mikola Kovalchuk from Frankfurt. Name is Ukrainian. It's written in English. When exactly the company plans to launch powerful advertising worldwide?
Soon. Very soon. Very soon.
You can see next few weeks. Так, Рима дальше идет, да?
Next is Rima. Yes. Rima, do you have plans to open an internet shop? Guys, some kind of internet shop will be organized on DexNet.one for the DexNode at least. Maybe some additional services will be sold there, but generally speaking, we do sales fully through marketing companies. And that's who own internet shops and sales and other things. So maybe not in the foreseeable future. As for longer term, if there is a need for that, then we are quite flexible. Why not? Yelena from Ukraine is asking, I bought my DexNode in March. I got the track number of the package, recently was deleted, and I only have the status paid. Why these changes? How are you going to deliver it to me? Unfortunately, I cannot collect it myself. Yes, Elena, we found ways to deliver DexNodes to Ukraine now, and the first batch is going there already. That is why very soon you're going to have it too. But generally speaking, yes, it's quite sad for me to recognize that my native country creates all sorts of obstacles so that my native compatriots do not live better. Okay, next. Ksenia from Ireland. You mentioned that there are no problems to deliver DexNodes to Europe. My delivery number is such, and I live in Ireland. How can I get my DexNode by this address? Go to the tech support. I think it will be shipped out to you. The only thing is that now in the office, all the DexNodes we have have already designated owners for self-collection, actually. So everything is going to be done by priority basis. Yes, the main priority will be the first 1,000 order placers. So go to the tech support to be on the safe side. If it is possible they will ship it out to you anyway to Ireland, but for that you need to wait when the next shipment arrives, our next batch arrives. One important thing that you can write to the tech support is to confirm your delivery address, updated, because sometimes we come across the situation when DexNodes do not reach their rightful owners. They come back because indeed some time has passed since the placing the order. People sometimes change their address, they move to a different country because it happens all the time now. That's why please update your delivery address, write to the tech support saying that the delivery the order number is such and such and delivery address is such and such. Don't forget about me. But nobody will forget about you. Don't worry. Marina from Switzerland. She's writing, do you have a practice of having corporate sales of DexNodes? Well, yes, but meaning depends on what you have in mind. Second thing, what is required to have a transaction like that? Number three, what certificates are going to be provided for the shipping out and customs clearance? How to arrange the costs part for the shipment, and when on the average are you planning to ship out to Kazakhstan? Okay, let's do it one at a time. As for corporate sales, it's highly individual here. Perhaps you need to describe exactly what you have in mind, why you need corporate sales, what you have in mind. The main idea is that if you came through the marketing company, that we won't be able to circumnavigate marketing company and ship it out to you. It would be unethical from our part. So you need to discuss it individually why you need such a corporate shipping. As for certificates, yes, we have certificates and notifications that help to clear customs and so on. All confirming that the equipment is not used for military purposes or espionage or collection concealed collection of data. We have all the certificates, no problem. What is the time period within which you ship it out to Kazakhstan? Well, we have shipped out, and our owners already received their DEX notes in Kazakhstan, no problem. Sergey Alexandrovich Khmelnytsky. I couldn't get my 2 DEX notes in Ukraine because of the high price of customs clearance. That's right. Now I have a partner who's going to visit the office to collect his DEX notes, but my DEX notes haven't arrived. If you're part of the first 1,000, get in touch through tech support with the company. We can give your partner the DEX notes. If you could come to our office, it would be an ideal version. A West version, we can deliver it to his hotel, but better still if the person comes to the office and takes some photos as well, maybe. Alexey from Kiev. How many program developers are working on DexNet technology at the moment? More than 30 for sure, maybe even closer to 40 now. I lost the count. Many, quite a lot. Sergey from Minsk. Do you have information when we can expect the staking in DexSafe? No, we don't have this information. Let's do it one at a time, because we have a number of priority tasks in our conveyor belt, but we start with them as soon as we complete or solve the previous tasks. Now we have bigger priorities that we're going to close and move to the next task. I cannot give you the time period, but it will happen for sure. Are you planning to open an office in Belarus? Not yet, but if there is a need, we are open for dialogue. When are you planning to change the percentage for the staking? When are you planning to change this percentage in staking? I, by mistake, put it on a different time period, but the system doesn't allow me to change the time period. I understand. There is no possibility to change the time. If you enter to staking for 3 months, then by the end of 3 months, all the tokens will be unfrozen and you can put it to a different staking. So just be more attentive when you put it for what time period you put it. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Igor. Moving on, Alexander is writing, is there going to be a different percentage for staking? No, we didn't plan to change it. Just that staking pool is limited. At a certain moment in time, we'll run out of it, and that's it. And the staking is quite good, actually. If we look at long distances, then the income rate is very good. I guess it makes no sense to increase the rate of return because tokens and stakings are limited anyway. Igor, can you take 2 following questions, please? So the accrual of percentage for staking for 36 months, every 3 months, it's going to start from what period of time? Okay, if you take staking for 36 months, then all tokens, the main amount, let's say 10,000 tokens, you send 10,000 tokens for 36 months. That's it. 10,000 tokens won't be available for you for 36 months. What happens after the 12th month? 12 months is the first benchmark, after which the first payment will happen after 12 months, but not the whole amount, only part of it. Every 3 months, for the 12 months, you will get only a quarter of the amount that you stake. You will have 60% for the year, right? So in fact, you will have 6,000 tokens in 12 months. So on the 12th month, you will get a quarter from 6,000. For the 15th month, you will get the second part, 18th month's third part, and then fourth part. And at the end, you have worked for a year, next year starts to pay out, and so on. And the very end, the third year, the whole amount is paid out, and you get both 60% and additionally the body of staking. You get it on the 36th months. Hopefully, I've explained it. After every 12 months, you'll start to get payout, but every 3 months, 1/4 of the payouts of your rate of return that you get in 1 year's time. And that's how you get your payments. Everything has been well thought through so that big number of tokens simultaneously would not be released to the market. It was originally calculated in tokenomics so that we could move ahead with a more stable price of the token. Next question about staking. I hope I have answered your question. What are the staking conditions if I put it for 2 or 3 years? I've just explained it. Yes. Once again, I'm going to explain its very final version that we have discussed at the first AMA session because we were in India then, quite tired. We had some mismatch in numbers. It's very easy. If a person puts it for 2 or 3 years, you put it for 2 years, and you get, if it is for 2 years, he gets 36% of annual interest rate. No, 36 or no, 40. 36 for a year, and for 24 months, it would be 48, if I'm not mistaken. 48%. So main thing you need to understand, in the first, if you put it for 2 years, then every 12 months, the payout of the year that has passed will start a quarter of the rate of return every 3 months. And by the end of the second year, you will get it, all the tokens for the second year that you made, plus the main body of tokens that you sent to staking. Okay, thank you. How the card with anonymous payments is going to work if it is Visa? The card of which bank? Because it's very hard to imagine that Visa won't know who is using their cards. It's actually an interesting story, guys. First thing, the card will be corporate card. In fact, how it looks, it is in the name of the company, and when you're going to pay with that card, it won't be you personally paying, but the company paying for your expenses. And not to make it as criminal, that the bank will switch off servicing those merchants who will start buying or selling some banned stuff. So we're not running the risk, you're not running the risk, and the card is going to be without KYC. I don't remember the name of the bank. It is a Hong Kong bank with a Visa coverage all over the world. Will I be able to sell the card not only through the safe, but also through official distributors? Well, if official distributor, by official distributors, you mean marketing companies, yes, that's how it's going to happen. The cards are going to be sold through DexSafe and through marketing companies. How is it going to work? You go to the marketing company's site, you buy your card for 25 USDT, but there you won't get the card, but rather a coupon, 100% discount coupon. After that, you go to DexSafe, you no longer have to pay $25, but rather activate your card with its coupon, and you get this card like for free because you already paid for it on the marketing company's side. If yes, then what to do with the partnership campaigns? In that case, part is paid into the partnership campaign of the marketing company on whose site you bought that card. As you can see, the conditions are different. How many DEX nodes need to be sold to increase the price of the token up to $1? Well, it doesn't really depend on the number of DEX nodes, well, to some extent, but not directly. It is built through services. The more services are going to be made available to users, the more demand will the token enjoy, and the higher probability of its price increase, because it's the rule of demand and supply. So our task is to make sure that demand for token is higher than supply. Next, Andrei is asking a question. The first 1,000 DEX nodes, just like in the second and third thousands, how tokens are going to be credited, for how long? According to tokenomics, until we run out of all 60 blocks. But even if we run out of all the 60 blocks, the tokens are going to be credited further on, even from 25th months. We're going to credit tokens from the reserve pool, which is going to be replenished by 40% from all the transactions of tokens that are paid for the services. So to answer your question, Never. It's going to happen all the time until you keep your DEX nodes plugged in and until the market finds our tokens interesting. Next, Rais is asking the question, the price for the token on the exchange is under 0.4 cents. In order to increase the price, you can remove the tokens from the market and maybe put tokens bought from the exchange. That will increase the price of the token on the exchange. Are you planning to introduce the tokens to the cabinet? Yes, we have plans for that. Yes, tokens which are not credited to the DEX nodes, but bought from the market. Yes, we have plans for that. Alicante from Spain next. Anatoly, when are you going to launch the withdrawal function from DEX Freedom? It's the question for DEX Freedom, not for us. Next, I have a faulty DEX node and I was told to return it. Am I going to be credited DEX tokens before I get the next one? Because I'm part of the first 1,000. Yes, you will be credited your DEX nodes. Sergey is asking next questions. Is smart contract open or closed? And how can I follow the distribution of tokens through smart contract? It depends on which smart contract you're talking about, because we have more than 10 of them. And there are open and closed ones. So I'm not really sure which smart contract you're talking about. But anyway, all the movements of tokens can be followed on the observer. Andrei is asking the next question. What is the similarity and difference of DexNet token and the native coin DexNet? Or this is confidential information now? Well, briefly, although it is a bit early, but briefly we can discuss it. Main difference now is that we have a token based on Binance Smart Chain on the standard BEP20, and we pay commission for that. But our native coin is going to be on the in-house developed blockchain. Let's call it DexNet.20. It has a different name now, but I'm not going to reveal that ticker to the public field so that hooligans put it in different exchanges. Let's call it conditionally DexNet.20. And in that case, then all the transactions of token built on our blockchain, you don't have to pay in others coins, but in our native coin. And the speed of transactions is going to be much higher. And the main idea is just going to be totally decentralized blockchain. What is the difference between totally decentralized blockchain from just decentralized blockchain? The just decentralized blockchain is processed through the service in data centers, but ours is going to be processed by DEX nodes, which are disseminated all over the world. These are the main differences and analogies. And also the fact that those DEX nodes will allow us to make money on those commissions. 90% of all the commissions from transactions are going to be distributed among holders of the DEX nodes who process those transactions. Second question, do you have plans to open a service center next to the border of Russia and Kazakhstan for the convenience of servicing the devices of the owners of those countries? The offices which we open in the country, they perform the functions of a service center as well. That is why we are just starting to open up service centers. We have service center in Dubai. Now recently we have opened the first office and service center in India. And one step at a time, we're going to speed it up. A person was writing an idea about Turkey. Why not open one in Turkey? Realizing how the Turkey market reacts to electronics. Of course, it makes sense to open an office, both manufacturing and servicing center on the territory of Turkey. And the same manner, we can go to Kazakhstan and so on and so forth. We're just starting. We haven't come here for a year or two or even 5 years. What we're creating here is going to cardinally change the world. I understand it sounds too boring as a phrase, has been used and reused many times, but no matter how it sounds, it's a fact. What we are creating is going to change internet, just like there was world before and after internet, or how the world existed before and after cell phones, or how the world before and after blockchain. So on the threshold of such change, we are here with our technology. So in 10 years' time, we're going to open offices in different countries, and maybe all countries of the world. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm sure we're not going to stand still here. Now, moving on. Mikhail from Israel. First question. Will I be able to see how many tokens are left from the first block and the second block and so on? How are you going to make this information publicly available? Yes, Mikhail, we have discussed it. We are preparing a new interface in the personal cabinet DexNet.one, where you'll see progress bars reflecting the number of tokens in the block and how many tokens are left from that block, and it's going to be shrink, shrink, and shrink, and then go, and then the next bar will start. And soon is going to be made available through your personal cabinets. Second question, the possibility to buy DexNet for fiat currency will depend on the marketing company. And if there is a possibility, then like this, then it's going to be made available for all, independent of through which marketing company we're buying it. Or is there going to be a competition between companies for better conditions for their partners? Look, at this moment in time, we have three marketing companies who are selling our products. And many people believe that if those are three different companies, then they compete with each other. To a certain extent, yes. But generally speaking, all three marketing companies are interested in developing DexNet company. As a result, it can be explained by a simple reason, because all marketing companies, we have people with tokens. And if DexNet is developing, that means that token stands bigger chance to grow. It starts to grow, and it's a win-win situation for all. And generally speaking, our relationship with all three marketing companies are built in such a way that it's not like somebody's stealing everybody's thunder by sinking others, but rather all three work through a synergy with each other. There is a saying, when the tide comes in, all the ships come up in the harbor. So our task is not to sink all the ships, but when the tide comes in, all ships will rise on this wave. That is why, if wherever we have new fiat solutions, they have been tested and tried, then with high probability, other marketing companies will offer them soon. And that is true about everything happening in our business. Actually, if it's no secret, there are three marketing companies. Can we have a subscription to the staking so that I don't enter my site every day, but instead choose one auto subscription, and then no matter how many available tokens I have, they're automatically sent to staking. Ideally, it would be great if I could just show the proportion of how many tokens, what percentage of tokens to send to staking. Yes, it's a very good idea. Mikhail, we're going to make a note of that, but I can tell you right away that it's not going to happen really soon, because we have many other tasks which are bigger priority for us now. And as soon as we do all of them, we'll start doing the life of our clients more convenient and easier. Sergey is next. Tokens in Dex Freedom cabinet, what can I do with that? Can I send them to the staking? Guys, once again, the final answer. My name is Alexey. My name is Alexey Kedo. Neither Dex Freedom nor Profix1. I'm responsible for DexNet, so I can be held responsible only for what is happening with DexNet and all the questions related to the technology of DexNet. But all the questions about marketing companies, please send them to the owners or CEOs of marketing companies, because to be honest, I do not know all the details happening there, and it's quite okay, because my task here as a CEO of DexNet is to work on my DexNet company. Whatever is happening in marketing companies is happening there, and it's better to send these questions to them. Okay, next. Ilya is asking next question. I wanted to find out about blockchain. Is it going to be deployed on a certain number of DEX nodes? If yes, then how are you going to handpick those DEX nodes? Ilya, it's not an exact information yet. It's my fantasies yet. But I imagine this fantasy is that it's going to be a sort of an API key that needs to be installed on your DEX node, and then your DEX node is going to be connected to processing of transactions. It's not going to happen to all DEX nodes because we don't need so many DEX nodes to process transactions. An example for you. For instance, in the net, we have, say, 1,000 DEX nodes, and those 1,000 DEX nodes allow us to process, say, 1 million transactions per day. From this 1 million transactions per day, we generate certain number of tokens. All those tokens are distributed, I mean, the commission, and that commission is distributed among all the owners of 1,000 DEX nodes. But if we have not 1,000, but say 5,000 DEX nodes in the net, and the number of transactions is the same, like 1 million transactions, it simply means that each DEX node gets 5 times less income. I'm not going to say that motivation will suffer, because DEX nodes also perform the function of saving the data, but it becomes less interesting to a certain extent. And our computing powers have too much capacity for that. And I've put myself in the shoes of a DEX node owner who processed this transaction. I honestly wouldn't want to get less tokens because there are other DEX nodes. So at the same time, the company doesn't need it because computing power is much higher than the power load we have. How are we going to do? We're going to dedicate a certain number of DEX nodes. Maybe we're going to do it by an option or in a gaming format. I don't really know yet how it's going to be arranged. This is just my fantasy. But what is going to happen for sure? We're going to have a limited number of DEX nodes who are going to process a certain number of transactions. If we realize that our transactions already have become such big, that's not faster than instantaneously, it takes, say, a whole second, then we can add, say, 500 more DEX nodes who process those transactions. And owing to that, we will increase the speed. But then the rate of return for each DEX node holder will go down a bit. So we need to maintain a balance to make sure that the transactions would be speed will be the same to compete with other blockchain, but not to spread out the interest rate or rate of return among all the DEX holders to make it less interesting for them. Okay, moving on. Dmitry is asking next question. Please explain how DEX rate algorithm works. According to you, at the previous MS sessions, I understood that DEX rate depends on the speed of exchange between my DEX node and some device in Dubai. No, I'm going to tell you how it works. I think that this calculation method is more centralized. If it were like this, then yes, independent of the devices which are located in a single spot. I suggest a DEX rate of specific DEX node measured as a speed of exchange of data of this with some a random sampling, because I think it makes better sense. Okay, first thing, it's not exchange of data with some central device in Dubai. It's the whole DexNet network, all the decentralized DEX nodes. But in terms of what makes sense, I will show an example. For instance, your DEX node has 1 gigabit both sides, and you think that should give you very good DEX rate. And to a certain extent, you are right, because based on this parameter, DEX rate is calculated not only by that parameter, unfortunately. If we scan the average speed of connection, not with a number of clusters, decentralized clusters in the net, but say with a specific DEX node, and that specific DEX node had, say, 1 megabit per second, both sides, then your throughput capacity would not be gigabyte, but 1 megabit, because the real connection between these DEX nodes will be very low. And you wrote to DEX support, like, I have very good throughput capacity, but my DEX rate is low, because that DEX node who you knock, on whose door you would knock, would have reduced the communication throughput with you. The thing is that the same fragment of data is not stored on 1 DEX node, but 5 DEX nodes, which allows us to summarize the throughput capacity. And if you have a high throughput capacity in your DEX node, you get actually an average from the cluster. Cluster is made from 5 DEX nodes. That's how it works. And as for the DEX rate calculation algorithm, I had a file on my page where we calculate not only the throughput capacity, but also uptime. The incessant availability of your DEX node in the network in 24 hours and in 7 days, 1 week. All of that affects the average DEX rate. So there are situations when you switch off your DEX node and they switch it on. All of a sudden, DEX rate goes down, and then it gradually starts to grow up because uptime restores or resumes. Moving on, Ruslan asks, next question from Kazakhstan. I would like to learn more how it all works and what needs to be done to start working. Ruslan, please, let's not waste the time of Emma session because you cannot stop me. I can speak about that for hours. I recommend going to the person who recommended that technology and the company to you and get maximum information from that person. There are even recordings where we tell in high level of detail how it works and how to start making money on this. That is why I apologize for referring you to your curator, but otherwise it will take too much time. Andre is asking that next question. I really want to buy a new DEX node, maybe he means, but I will have funds available for the next month only. Can you prolong the old price for Andre, only for Andre? Well, in fact, Andre, you're not the only person who are writing with the same request to us. And there is one guy down there. Can you please keep the old price? Yes, we receive per day about 300 requests like this, and dozens of them are about keeping the old price. Of course, we understand all of that. So let's do the following thing until the end of this month. Shall we keep the old price? Okay, let's do it. Okay, we'll keep the old price until the end of this month. But as of July 1st, that's it. No requests. Please don't write to tech support. We hear you. But as of July 1st, independent of anything, we are going to raise the price anyway. I'll be honest with you. The price of components has grown up considerably, much higher than by $145 actually. But still, we keep the old price. We realize that our task is to distribute as many DEX nodes as possible, not to sell them expensive. So you have 2 more weeks until the end of the month. Okay, we prolong it officially. Please, those people who want to buy DEX node at lower price, do it. Andre, your wish granted. Moving on. Andre is the happiest person in the world now. Alexander from Kiev is writing, will there be a possibility to keep the old price for 1 or more DEX nodes with a minimal advance payment? Andre is writing, for how long can I place 50% of tokens in staking? It depends on how many tokens we have for staking. We have a limited number of tokens for staking, and even the limited number for different periods of staking. Like for 3 months, I see we are running out of that pool. We only have longer period stakings available. And generally speaking, we have the amounts which are going to run out, and we'll stop providing this possibility for staking. You're writing that the wallet address in BEP20 is going to be described in a smart contract and you won't be able to change it. Then what will I do if I move over to the different blockchain? We'll help you with that. If there is a need from the clients, we'll go and tell you what button to press and do it for you. But we'll try to maximize to the technical opportunities to make sure that it happens either without your involvement or with a minimal involvement, and you will have the same wallet. I underline, it won't change because it's the same address. You'll keep using it. Yes, it will be EVM blockchains, both our blockchain and Binance Smart Chain. So closer to that blockchain release, we'll issue the instruction how it's going to happen. Next, distributorship. Just distributorship. Okay. And then? Okay, moving on. Artyom is writing, can I change my password in the personal cabinet to DexNet.one? Yes, accept it. We're going to do it. It's really inconvenient. I agree. Can you specify under by what reason we can change the wallet address when withdrawing from DexNet.one? Because anything can happen to any wallet with time. I understand that anything can happen, but here we have no verifications, absolutely none. And if all of a sudden it happens that somebody will grab the ownership of your personal cabinet by all sorts of reasons, because of the simple password, or your email has been stolen, or through a restoration passport somebody enters it, then they won't be able to steal your assets, because your assets can be withdrawn only on your wallet. And to make it totally secure, it's money. We need to be very serious about your seed phrase. Make sure that you remember it. Imagine that you had this wallet in smart contract for block for 5 years, and you say put 1 million Bitcoins there. I think 100% you would have learned by heart that seed phrase every morning and every night, repeating it again and again. No matter what would happen to you, you would remembered it, just like the name of your wife. This is the matter of priority, right? This is a blockchain. In theory, nothing should happen to blockchain, but anything can happen to the wallet. You lost access, your cell phone broke up, but if you have seed phrase, you can always restore access to that wallet. How my own blockchain is going to maintain the already attached wallets? It's an EVM blockchain, and we are going to make sure that the address of that wallet doesn't have to be changed. If we fail to do that, then we'll tell you how to change it. If the blockchain is not really working and tested, it is working, it has been tested. It works perfectly, and very soon we're going to launch testnet, and you're going to test it with us. Next, number 4 recommendation for CS. Can you prepare a list of frequently asked questions and answers? This will reduce the pressure on your tech service, tech support. Yes, we're preparing the list of these FQAs. Next, Alexey is asking the next question. How soon will there be DexPoint application for Play Market and Android? Actually, Android is an interesting story, guys. I will finish the question. Or if there is an application, please provide the link here live. Irina, can I ask you to share the link to the final build for Android right here in the chat of webinar, so the guys can download it? And the credited coins and the ones sent to staking, please remove the cursor. Next year are going to be automatically migrating to DexNet blockchain. The earned coins and the ones sent to staking that are going to be withdrawn from staking next year, yes, they will be automatically sent to blockchain of DexNet. Dex Mobile, when and how will I be able to buy it? Soon, very soon. We're going to showcase and tell you how it works. Maybe this month even. What will be the monthly pay for Dex Mobile? Is this card going to distribute internet all over the world? Let's start from the end. Yes, all over the world. You can choose. If you wanted to have total global coverage, that will be a bit more expensive, but it will be global coverage, actually. Monthly, there won't be any monthly payment because you're buying traffic. You buy yourself, say, 10 gigabytes for 30 days. And whatever ends first, 30 days or all 10 gigabytes. And then you can pay for the next package of gigabytes. Or you buy unlimited access for 1 day, for 7 days, for 15 days, for 30 days. The days run out and you buy a new package, and you can select the tariff. It's unlimited access within 1 country, unlimited access within 36, 150, 510 countries, whatever. So as for the Play Market application for Android, Irina has just shared a link to Google Disk. If all of a sudden Google is blocked in your country because of different reasons. I know that China cannot use Google, and then please use this VPN or download it somehow else. Now about the Play Market itself. Play Market resubmitted to us saying that mining on mobile devices is prohibited, but we are not mining anything here. We're not creating new tokens. That's why we are fighting back their position now. We are reaching out to Play Market. We thought that iOS is going to create problems for us because usually Android doesn't care about what you upload there, but iOS happened quite quickly, and Android just superficially read about some cryptocurrency and the tokens, they called us miners. Okay, next. Taras is asking, can we see the balance of tokens in the pool? There was a question like that up there. We're going to do it very soon. Pavel is asking, do we know the date of the release of Dex Mobile? Yes, we know. It's our internal deadline until the end of this month. Mikhail says, hello, everybody. Hello, Mikhail. Nina, Bulgaria. Hello. My DexNet is shining red, both with me and my partner. After connection, it had the blue and green color. What about the red color? Does it mean anything? All other Dex rate indicators are okay. Interesting case. Okay, if it doesn't prevent you from working, then let it be shining red. But in fact, the red color means that there is a disconnection with Dex rate. But it all depends on what is the generation of your DexNet. You cannot imagine how many updates and iteration our DexNets had to go through at the software level since the first shipment of the first 100 DexNets. First 100 DexNets have been shipped out with one algorithm, next one with a different algorithm, a third algorithm. That is why in the most recent DexNets we have color indication with DexNet, and we are trying to improve it. The first ones didn't have these functions, so it's quite possible that you have one of the first batches of DexNets and it decided to start shining red for some reason. But most importantly, that it works. Okay, we have an updated list of questions, 48, 49, and onwards. Okay, let's go. Second stage of token distribution is as calculated by the number of sold DexNets or the time spent. It depends on the number of tokens distributed. We have certain blocks. The first block is 30 million tokens, second block 20 million tokens, and that's as soon as tokens are all distributed, that block closes down. We transit to the next one. If in 30 days we do not distribute the number of tokens in that pool or in that block, then the balance goes to the next block and we move over to the next block. In principle, we have the rule of 30 days. If not all tokens are distributed within 30 days, they move over to the next block. If all the tokens are distributed, then we automatically switch over to the next block. So everything depends on the number of tokens distributed within one or another block. Tell please, what is the expected life cycle of DexNet? Will I be able to reconnect the new DexNet with its API keys? When exactly? And I also read in the chat, what is the life expectancy of DexNet? We don't have any movable parts in DexNet. We have SSD memory card there. And the only limitation that we have on the SSD memory life cycles, with a maximum load, it can live for 7 years, but it'll take us to reach the maximum load in 3 or 5 years. So I guess you can be safe to think it will be 10 years
maybe less, maybe more. It depends on the environment where your DEX node is. Maybe if there's high humidity or frequent and abrupt temperature changes, because it can form condensation on the motherboard, which can have a negative effect on the electronic components of the DEX node. So if your DEX node is in the stable temperature of a room where you live, not under direct sun rays, then I believe you can survive for quite some time. Now we have a very good question from India. It says here that these days there are thousands of cyber crimes every day all over India. And there are different types of crimes. It is very serious and huge burden to the police and government too. So if decentralized DexNet is introduced, will the company take responsible actions on these crimes if police case is registered against them? Will these crimes get away without? Okay, the absolute majority of people are suffering in this life because they don't know their own rights and laws of their own country. That's a separate story that we can go deeper into. But this is not the main topic of this webinar. If you're saying that the police will come to you that you violated the law, first you need to understand whether you're breaking the law or not. Because the police can come and tell you that you're breaking the law because your nose is too long, for instance. It's breaking the law because all of the other men feel uncomfortable. They have noses less long than yours. Then what will you do under this circumstance? You will say, yes, I'm guilty as charged. Please give me a fine. Or you can ask them a return question. What exact law am I breaking here? This is your zone of responsibility. That's the first thing. Second thing, I can answer it right away. You are not breaking any laws whatsoever, and there is no reason for the police to come to you and say that you're breaking something. I can tell you as a lawyer with a university degree in law. Second thing, that DEX nodes can be used somehow for criminal stories or crimes. You think mafia is not using Apple smartphones? Of course they do. And then what? Then whole Apple company is going to be held responsible for that. Every second, some crimes are committed through using cell phones. I mean, come on, let's ban kitchen knives because somebody kills people with them. So this question, number one, it's mega important to know one's own rights and obligations. Without knowing your own rights and liberties and laws, a person will be forced to live in some kind of far-fetched fears that they will break the law or something else will happen. This is done for a reason also. If you want, we'll discuss it specifically at one dedicated webinar, but it's done for a reason actually. And the laws are built in quite complicated way. You know, in concentrated camps during the war, they made a number of experiments on psychology, and one of the experiments was when convicts didn't know about the internal rules, and for breaking the rules, they were liable to a punishment. And they observed people's behavior. People were driving mad, were going crazy because they didn't know what can be done or cannot be done. That is what is happening in our world, because we don't know what is allowed, what is not allowed. We're afraid to make one step forward by depriving thus ourselves of the huge number of opportunities in this world. That's why there are two options, either to take risks, or second thing, which is much better, is to study at least basic laws of your country to know what you're breaking, what you're not breaking. Then you'll be able to stand tall and understand that the law is on your side. It is important. Yes, and to answer the question, let us say that DexNet and DexNet ecosystem and technology isn't breaking any laws. None whatsoever. Whatever can and could break the law are not integrated into our technology, because I want to lead a normal life. My team wants to lead a normal life. The same is true about Igor. In the modern world, one can make money honestly in a much greater quantity and with greater comfort than by trying to break the law. It's silly, it's stupid. We live in a modern society. We want to make sure that we create a win-win situation for all. And if somebody feels bad, even if it is a government or other people feel winners, it's a wrong karma situation. So guys from India, don't worry about that. Nobody's breaking the laws here. Everything is done within full scope of the law. Just read your laws of your country and you will feel safer. This is the answer to your question. Next, we have a few more questions. Yelena now. On the smart contract, there is a distribution of tokens on DexNet.one, and we send tokens to staking from there. What is the need to put into smart contract the address for withdrawal of tokens? Because the company is not distributing anything directly there. Yes, you were not distributing anything now, but as soon as we launch this, release the smart contract, everything is going to be transferred to your wallet. And then from that wallet, part of it will go to your wallet, another part will be able to be sent to a smart contract. The same story will be with the DexSafe, and so on. Now, yes, indeed, nothing is credited there, but in future it will. But now we create the security situation. When anybody can enter your personal cabinet to get access to personal cabinet, it's not super problem with people can get access to your email, and often people mention the same passwords for different emails, and passwords along with emails can be stolen at different phishing sites. When you enter a site where you get registered somewhere, mention your email and password, and if you mention the same password as for your email and you end up on the phishing site, then you lose access to your email. Maybe now it's not going to be manifested, but in half a year time, you'll find out that somebody restored access to DexNet.one and withdrawn your tokens there. And if you have your cryptocurrency wallet attached there, that wrongdoer, criminal, will be able only to transfer the money to your personal crypto wallet. Next question. Nothing is forever 100% secure. There can always be jailbreaks and compromised addresses of any wallets. For that case, partners are asking to connect another wallet, but Alexey had just answered this, why it has been done specifically for your security. Yes, read on. The procedure for the replacement of the wallet address for the withdrawal through two-step confirmation of the person, either through email or two-factor authentication. If we do both email and two-factor authentication, then yes, but try to imagine the situation when your wallet is integrated into a smart contract and tokens are no longer credited from the back part here, but from the blockchain and smart contract. There is no way to change the wallet. You will get credited only on that wallet. It is a smart contract. Here, to make sure that your wallet is not broken into, use the seed phrase from the safe. If it is your wallet that you've used before, and maybe your seed phrase is not too secure, create new address of the wallet, put that seed phrase on the paper and use it only for that wallet. Everything is for your security. We also want to make it real good, to make it as safe and secure as possible. And so far, this is the best option. Ina is asking next question about the wallet and the service, when and how much it's going to cost and how to buy the SIM card and use the wallet. I think we have answered these questions before, right? Yes. And small introduction, if you want to know more details, we're preparing a big online conference for the 29th of June. That's where you're going to hear and learn about all those things. We'll try to make sure that we show you everything there and launch it so that you can start using it there. So 29th of June, make a note in your calendar. We have it everywhere in our chats. You can subscribe there and be aware of what's going on there. So before the 29th, we're going to work on that. Okay, thank you. Roman is asking the next question. Hello, I've connected 4 DEX nodes and I have different results on the availability rate and on DEX rate and different DEX nodes. How it happened, and there can be all sorts of explanations, Roman. First thing, if all 4 DEX nodes are connected to the single Wi-Fi router, then there might be a situation when your throughput capacity is subdivided between 4 DEX nodes. Maybe they're connected by different pools. Maybe each DEX node is a separate beast, which in a good sense of this word lives its own life. Yes, it's normal when 2 DEX nodes connected to the same Wi-Fi router, but they might have different DEX rate. It might not be too difficult, but it's not going to be the same, or maybe the same. If you really have very high quality internet connection, it might be the same. Next is Zubayjat Malachova. If we buy 2 DEX nodes, we need to connect to different providers? No, not necessarily. Can I connect 2 DEX nodes? Well, actually, you can connect 2 DEX nodes to one cabinet DEX1. If you have 2 DEX nodes, you don't need 2 different accounts, 2 different registrations on DexNet.one. In your personal cabinet, DexNet.one, you can simply, by adding by plus, you can open new nodes, and then you connect everything to the same wallet. If you have it already in different cabinets, you can connect the same wallet to different cabinets. And another thing, what function the DEX node performs? What is it all about? If you bought the DEX node, learn it, or didn't buy it, you learn it from the person who invited you here. DEX node performs all sorts of functions, and each time it's going to deliver more and more preferences to the owners of this technology. So each product, each service is going to provide some new advantages to the people who own the device and those people who even don't own it. So you are on the right path if you own it. In just 1 minute time, I will try to tell you this because there were a few questions what it is all about and how it works. Number 1, DexNet is the company developing software and hardware for decentralized storage of data. What does it mean, decentralized data storage? It means that when we want to send a file to a cloud, it is encrypted, split through containers, and each container is stored in different DEX node. So on your DEX node, you'll have in storage pieces of other people's data. You won't be able to open it up because it's a small fraction of somebody else's container. But for storing that fraction of somebody's container, you get paid in tokens. And with those tokens, you can pay for mobile communication and open a Visa card for cryptocurrencies. The balance can be sold on the exchange, or rather exchange to USDTs or some other tokens. This is a basic function at this moment in time made available for the DEX node. Then DEX node has blockchain, decentralized communication, so on and so forth. There are many other functions available. I suggest that maybe we'll go through the questions in the chat. Wow, there are so many. Okay, we promised to answer all the questions today. How do you see the growth of your token? Is there going to be a listing on the exchanges? Because the growth of the tokens predetermine the income of the partners. Well, actually, we started with 1 cent. At the peak, it was 57 once. Yes, and once it was up to 60 cents, then rolled back to 4.5 cents. Now it's about 3.5 cents, if I'm not mistaken. Now about the listing on other exchanges, if there need be, we can do this. But if we decide to list somewhere, we want to choose tier 1 exchanges. how do we expect the growth of our token? This is an ungrateful test to make some forecasts here, but we are confident about its growth. What kind of growth? We have an independent audit of our tokenomics. It says that in 2 years' time, we can go through the bar of $120 per token, or not, because so that you don't take my word for it, and then in 10 years' time, it will cost, say, not $120, but $100 or $200, and you take it against me saying that you promised 120. Everything depends on the market. We do everything possible to make sure that token grows. It is in our best interests. Next question about Dex mobiles and tokens.
Will there be more than one version of Dex Mobile? Не совсем понимаю.
I don't understand the question. I simply don't see that question, but I think the question is, when are we planning to launch, to release? No. Will there be more than one version of Dex Mobile? If so, then what is the price range? Actually, I'm heading here. I'm not sure. Alexey, you said that for the card, we'll have to send USDT to BEP20. What about other networks? They won't be available? No, not yet. Valery, because actually it's not sending it to the card. Instead, you replenish the card and automatically it happens from your BEP20 wallet. You don't need to directly transfer tokens to some other wallet. Is physical card available already or not? Not yet. We don't have neither virtual nor real. First, we'll start with a virtual card. How do you perceive the growth of your token? Are you going to list on other exchanges? We have answered this question before. Next, I wrote to the tech support and I'll keep waiting. Still, there are no Solana and TON. I cannot add tokens from those networks to the wallet. You can add TON for sure. Solana, I don't remember. If there is no Solana, then maybe not. We'll add it a bit later. We'll keep adding new blockchains when TON is going to be connected to the wallet. But TON is connected in the wallet. No problem.
Please tell something. What is this wallet address in DexNet.one?
Наверное, какой адрес они имеют в виду, нужно ставить. Наверное,
They mean maybe what kind of address they need to insert there. It's simple. You go to DexSafe, you take DexNet wallet address and you copy it there and you put it into DexNet.one box and make a note of your SID phrase, not to lose the access to your Dex wallet. What is the limit of withdrawal of tokens? If we're talking DexNet.one, it's up to 1,000 tokens. Give me 1 day or a few hours to prolong the tariff 500 USDT. You should write to Dex Freedom. We don't have tariffs like this. Tons are available. Another person is writing. When I'm going to remove the mandatory PIN code from telephone to use DexSafe, we're not planning to remove it because it won't be secure. It will undermine your security. You yourself, and not you personally, but other guys will compromise the reputation of that wallet, saying that somebody stole money from the wallet, how it happened. Nobody's going to look into it, how it happened. I click on promo code, nothing happens, and I cannot enter it. Okay, moving on. When entering information about Dex wallet on Dex.one, I don't get confirmation on my email. What to do with this problem? It might be a problem with the wrongly input email. originally, when there was no email confirmation, people wrote so much nonsense there. So please make sure that you inserted the correct email, because all letters are reaching their addressees. Hello, other Dex nodes available. They're all sold out at the moment. Please wait a couple of weeks for the new batch. If we buy now, if you buy now, you will buy it at least at a very good price, but you will get them physically a bit later, because we're waiting for the components for the next batch of 3,000. Can I withdraw tokens on single wallet from different accounts? Yes, you can. Irina answered to Vyacheslav about DexSafe. Your tech support is working on your question. Alexey, after withdrawal of tokens from the cabinet to DexSafe and after placing it on Dex exchange, my wallet has 2 lines with tokens of DexNet bug. Yes, is it a bug? Yes, it's a bug. Please go to tech support with that.
I have checked in CoinMarketCap website. The price of the DexNet is come down from 0.045 to 0.036 in this month. Is it about that people are selling more than buying the token of or wait or what? Да, в целом сейчас у нас
Generally speaking, we don't have that many withdrawals from the cabinets, and we see that people still have a right mindset who don't want to make it a quick buck, which is good. Although we did expect that there will be a certain amount going to the market, and we had a budget to buy out tokens from the market, but it's happening quite naturally. Even those amounts which are released to the market can digest them easily without our support. We still keep the price of 36 cents, 3.6 cents. But we need to look in general what is happening to the market now. Now the whole market is red. We are holding quite well against the background of others. Yes, really, there are no serial sales, and we expected there will be serious sales, but there are none. On the one hand, we're quite happy. On the other, it looks like we were prepared to buy out everything, but nobody wants to sell. We had one such cunning plan. We thought that there will be plenty of token on the market, and the market won't be able to buy it all, and we wanted to buy it up cheap, but unfortunately you didn't provide such an opportunity to us. We're going to buy out anyway. Don't worry. You can start selling. We have the plan that we need to perform every month. So we're going to buy it out anyway. Next, how many DEX nodes are in the network now? Right now, I'm going to enter the site and see 1,369 DEX nodes. Yes, pretty good. You can see it on DexNet.one, and almost 3 petabytes of data. To be honest, I could only dream about this kind of, this 3,000 terabytes, 3,000 terabytes, huge amount. And we're just starting, right? I can't imagine what will happen in the future. Try to imagine if we have 1 million DEX nodes online. That would be a huge, really huge memory cloud. Super cool. And it's all owing to you guys. Either me alone or Igor and I, we won't be able to place so many decentralized DEX nodes around the place. Everybody does his part, and everybody deserves a round of applause here. Hello. On 29th of June, I will fly to Dubai. I want to meet you in person and discuss our future cooperation. And I have the following question: if I pay for 30 DEX nodes, can I collect them early in July? Early in July, you will be able to collect them, yes. As for 29th of June, it's great, but time-wise, on 29th, we are going to have a really big online conference with tens of thousands of clients, not clients, but guys online. We're preparing for that conference. That's where we're going to announce amazing
prizes and gifts when I'm thinking about it. My mind cannot keep it all in one place. I can't even imagine that we're going to play for that. Are we going to make that announcement at all? I cannot keep it in my head. People with this kind of prize taking photos. Not everybody has an opportunity to take a photo with such a prize in the hands. Forget about owning such a prize. This is only in very, very, very wealthy countries and cities there is such an opportunity. And here we are playing for that. Keep asking Igor, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, of course, why not? We decided to take this high trajectory. Sometimes I'm really shocked, in a good sense of this word, from what we are doing. So Alexander, 29th, we're going to be alive for 4 or 5 hours, so we'll be quite busy on 29th. If you'll be in Dubai, maybe next day will be best if possible. And before you fly in, once again, get in touch with us somehow, and so that we can tell you where we'll be on that particular day and time, because so far I think everything will be okay, but we expect Dex notes early in July, and will be more or less clear by that date. Next, where can I find information that I have to pay for the delivery? People are waiting for the Dex note, not knowing that it hasn't been shipped out because their delivery wasn't paid for. Yes, good question, Alex. First thing, it's more likely that Dex notes haven't been shipped out because of that, but because we have some backlog of old orders. Even so, very soon in the personal cabinet on DexNet.one, we're going to have an update, maybe not in a few, maybe closer to the 1st of July, when the DexNote will be more expensive, and the personal cabinet, the person can enter it and buy DexNote for $145, and that's where we're going to integrate the price of delivery, so it will be more user-friendly. There are some bottleneck points, but please take it with understanding, because we're just shaping up as a company, and soon, owing to your feedback, we are becoming a bit better every day. Alexander is writing again, will there be some kind of discount if I order many Dex notes right away? No, unfortunately, we would love to give you some kind of discount, but the thing is that 50% of the price of Dex note goes into marketing companies for the payouts to marketing plan. All other things, there's nothing to get a discount from. So discount we can promise is tasty coffee and delicious cookies that we can give you in our office. Next, will there be listing on large exchanges? Nazira, yes, we will have listing on large exchanges, and some large exchanges well known to you already would have loved and embraced us, but we're missing the number of transactions and the number of connected wallets. So it's too early for us to go to the large exchanges, no matter how it sounds, but it's too early. We'll go there, but a bit later. When exactly are you going to release the card? I'm not prepared to tell you that exactly. There are too many details and nuances along the way of the development. Our main problem is that we tell people what we are working on right now, not when we finished working with that. To be honest, I don't like this kind of practice. I like more when announce something that we have done, and that's how we pop up. But people are eager for news. They keep asking questions, what are you working on at the moment? Of course, we tell them what we are working on, but we don't have exact answers on when it's going to happen. One of the examples, we were planning to release that card on the 2nd of June. 2nd of June, we wanted to release that card, and in India and Nepal, from the stage, release it officially. But we encountered a situation that the card given to us by bank works with a really limited number of merchants, and we realized that we are not prepared to go to the mass market with this card. So we are planning to replace that card now. And now, today, they have replaced that card. They gave us API for the connection of a new card. Before that, Igor
and my cell phones received this virtual card on our cell phones, and now we received API to integrate this card to our wallet. And this road, there are new stories popping up along the way. If I make an official announcement that say on 2nd of June we're going to launch cryptocurrency with a card, if it were not our internal roadmap but external roadmap, 2nd June starts, and we're not ready. Not because we're lazy people, but because there are other things that beyond our control. There are middlemen in this story who we also depend on. That is why I'm trying to avoid answering these questions when, because my wishes do not always coincide with your expectations. So that people don't take it against me. Like you promised. Can I pay with my phone using this virtual card? Of course, you can use PayPass to pay for everything wherever your phone transactions accepted. If my Dex node dies before 5 years are gone, can we connect it to? If I buy a new Dex node, can I connect it by the old activation key as its clone? I think yes. In 5 years' time, let's revisit that question once again. But so far, I think there is such a possibility. What is the life expectancy of Dex node? We have already answered that. Alexey Kedo, this compliment for me. It's something personal. I will read it for you. Well, people are praising you. I accept it. Thank you very much for your compliment. Alexey Kedo is the brain and developer of this technology. Do you have people who will continue your progeny? I have only some girls. Who is going to keep carrying forward the banner? Shulpan, I understand what you're talking about. Of course, we have a backup plan. If something happens to me, actually, it's a very interesting question, because in our team, we have a large investment. We'll tell you more about that people later. And the main Lionel's concern is my personal security. He keeps asking me, where are you flying? What plane are you taking? Make sure that everything is secure. But I agree with you that anything can happen in life. That is why some things are constructed in such a way so that the business can move forward without me. And to a certain extent, we have arrived at that, but not fully. Maybe it'll take another months, a few months, maybe a year, and then I won't have Lionel keeping asking me questions what airlines I'm using to fly, whether it's safe in that country or not. Next question. I found the solution to my withdrawal question. Okay, my bad. I didn't confirm the withdrawal on the email. Alexey, you said very good words today, even if it sounds too banal. You're really changing the world to before and after. Thank you, Valery. Thank you for your kind words. Hello. When are you going to enter Babbitt and Binance? A bit later, guys, when the number of transactions and wallets will be large enough, and the community too must be big enough. Now, after sending to staking for 3 months, a person gets 12%? No, 12%, that's annual. That's 1% per month. It's like deposit in a bank, 12% a year. But if you put it for 1 month, you get it only for 1 month. That would be 1%. Now, can I pay with my phone if virtual card is connected to that? Can I not connect my wallet before the launch of blockchain? Of course you can. If you don't want to withdraw your tokens, you are allowed not to connect. I see no problem in connecting, actually. The main thing is that in 3 minutes time I have another Zoom, but I think I will be running late. Let's take 5 last questions and then we'll wrap it up. We don't have that many left. I want to go through the whole list. Okay,
You're the boss. I'll run a bit late for the next Zoom, but they'll understand.
Скажите, пожалуйста, сколько лет жизни нода?
Tell us, please, what is the life expectancy of DexNet? Okay, 7 for sure, minimum 7 years. I'd say 7 to 10 years, 7 with a maximum load, but we haven't achieved, reached the 2% of load. I have 7 DexNets, they're burning red, but the Dex rate is getting up to, yes, I think it's more likely that your Dex nodes are from the first generation after we launched the connection of the light diode indication with the behavior of Dex nodes. I think the first generation of nodes have incorrect recognition of that light signals. If it doesn't bother you, let it work like this. If it bothers you, wait a bit when we'll answer all the urgent questions and problems, and then maybe we'll remotely solve it for you. I have Huawei Nova 9, which keeps asking for authorization again and again. It's an interesting case. Can you please show exactly what kind of smartphone you have exactly, what kind of Android is installed there? We'll study your question. Thank you for such a detailed description of the case. It's very valuable for us. Thank you for your answer. He's writing, David, what if something happens to the Dex node? Then will I have to pay again or something? Yes, guys, we give only 1 year warranty period. If within 12 months time something happens to your Dex node and our expertise shows that it's our problem, then we'll replace it for you or repair it for you. But if you dropped it, broke it, if it stands under the direct sun rays or you pour some water on it, then unfortunately we can repair it for you, but it would be for money. Or you will have to buy a new one. But I think it's better to repair it instead of buying a new one. It would be less expensive. I also have such a cell phone, and I cannot download DexPoint and DexSafe. Huawei should work, actually. It's strange. It depends on what operational system you have. If Huawei's have Harman. Huawei is a Chinese company and one of the top Chinese companies. Actually, I like it very much, in spite of the fact that it's a Chinese technology, and Huawei is a leader of the whole Chinese market. They're really cool smartphones, but because of the sanctions, they totally denied using Android, Google, and they have their own operational system, Harmony, and their own in-house, what do you call it? Art gallery, I think. That is why we need to understand whether it is Android or something else. If it is something else, then it would be interesting how you installed it. And if it's Android, then what kind of Android? Maybe not, maybe some abridged version. Huawei we didn't test. We tested it on emulators of Huawei, but not real telephones. And you just provided this feedback. It's very interesting for us. I cannot copy it from the telephone. There's no context to that question. Now about the bot for the event on 29th of June gives us an error to the Instagram. Can you please, please send a screenshot of your request? Thank you, Vitaly, for your feedback. David is writing, can you please answer my question? If my DexNet breaks down, what are we going to do about it? I've answered this question. What delivery companies do you use to deliver it to Moscow? And to do in case of warranty case, it's highly individual because we don't have such deliveries. Everything works either through self-collection or friends of friends can collect it, bring it to themselves and their friend. When real corporate clients will be able to start buying cloud storage for tokens or USDT, not soon enough. We already have a line of such clients, and one of those clients wants to buy 5 petabytes. We have only 274 petabytes. We don't have a 5 petabytes. So the first thing, as soon as we build up the system to a certain size, and secondly, when we will be able not to use the cloud, not in the test mode, but fully. Now we work in the test mode, and very soon, actually, we're going to provide to test access on the 29th, I think. of June at that event. Yes, we're going to provide test access to the Dex Cloud to some limited number of users so that we don't get overloaded and overwhelmed with some feedback, because there might be some bugs to chase out. That's why you must attend that online conference on 29th of June to become one of those lucky few who will be testing our cloud storage. Yes, at least there will be such an opportunity to be one of the first early adopters. Dex nodes are registered 2 different accounts. Can we unite them somehow? Yes, it is possible. It will be possible, Artyom, but I will ask you to return to that question in 1 month's time, or better 2 months' time, because now you will write to tech support will be plus 1 request additional to a 300 per month that we receive. Like that, it's too much load on our tech support. It's not too critical for you. Wait a bit, and we'll prepare that additional functionality, because you're not the only one asking for this function, so that tech support guys can unite them. Dex point is not being copied. It's good, Alexander. This is exactly what we've been working on, because we launched emulators, and Dex point was copied in huge numbers on a single computer by creating an emulator. If you're talking about this, it means that we succeeded. If you're talking about the other thing, please specify. Are you planning to create your own cell phone? We're not going to reveal that secret as yet. Okay, so we'll skip it now. Yes, Mikhail, we have enough products. Let's return to that a bit later, okay? It's hard for me to keep my emotions intact. Alex has disassembled 3 or 4 phones already. So actually, we're looking in that direction. A bit later, Mikhail. In fact, okay, I will answer your question, but very briefly. But the main idea is that now we encounter a situation when the existing operational systems and smartphones have certain limitations for our Dex point, and we are forced to dance around and create some circumnavigation, which is not really convenient. And this year we start to think more seriously about this, and we already have some ideas towards this, but it's too early to discuss it. Otherwise, we'll make an announcement, and then the information will be released through internet. That will be a new cell phone, and they will flood us with questions when we'll have our own company smartphone. Artyom is writing, my availability time for both Dex nodes is zeroed regularly, although my Dex rate is 1. Should I go to tech support? No. If your Dex rate is 1, it's super good. Even if it is 0.9, 0.95, makes no sense to go to the tech support. But as far as resetting of your availability time, and a number of other people were writing about that, thank you for this feedback. We'll keep an eye on that. We have to look at what is going on there. Safe does not connect to Bitcoin and Ripple. Look, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, there are servers who provide APIs and store all the blockchain of Bitcoin. Now we look and see that one of those servers, that's not our server, but we see that one of them, there are some periodical breakdowns. We so far don't know why it happens. Second option is to upload the whole Bitcoin blockchain to the wallet, but it's a long story. But we are aware of that, so give us some time, and we'll find a solution. We'll try to fix it, and then we'll make an announcement. Will there be a compensation for the wait time of the Dex nodes bought in December 2023? Dex nodes bought in December 2023, but we've provided a ton of compensations already. There are guys who have already 50,000 tokens, more than in the first block. I've seen some guys with 60,000. We've provided this compensation already. If you're a part of the first 1,000 and you still have Dex node, you keep receiving consultations at the average Dex rate from the first block. Dan is asking next question. Is there an instruction on how to connect
XT.com exchange to DexNet and DexSafe for the withdrawal. How to withdraw tokens from DexPoint to DexSafe instruction. Actually, it's super easy, Dana, if you do it at least once. Tutorial or instruction. Okay, let's make a note of that. Let's take care to prepare a mini instruction on how to do that for putting it on or withdrawing from DexPoint and DexSafe. I made a note of that, okay? Thank you. Vitaly is asking the question. The node has been connected for 2 months and the storage hasn't been filled up yet. Are you still waiting for the first client? There is no filling up of the storage yet, Vitaly, because we haven't released DexPoint as a service to the first client yet. So now, to be honest, we have just some kind of garbage as test files, which are thrown around some video film or video reels, but those are not real files of our clients because the Dex Cloud itself is being tested now. We just recently deployed the Dex nodes. We see some bugs that need to be chased out, and the stages are as follows. First, Dex Cloud is issued to the text group, maximum 100 people, and this text group will start working with that. Based on the feedback from the test group, everything will be improved. Only after that, we'll start selling it to the corporate clients. We cannot afford to make a faux pas by letting in the corporate client to the raw system. Everything should be tip-top there. First, we'll do it with a test group. 1369. Karl Mati kissed you, Alexey and Igor. 369 is the God's code. What did you see those numbers, I wonder, Marina? 1369 is the number of Dex nodes. I understand. 369 is the God's code. I think all of us are here for a reason. Andrei is writing, I have transferred my tokens from the exchange to DexSafe. I received token, but I cannot see the price. Interesting. Andrei, can I ask you again to take this screenshot and send it to tech support? It will be a very interesting case, although our tech support is quite busy, but such kind of feedback is very important for us to catch all these bugs. There was a question about the problems to launch DexPoint on Huawei's. I solved it through Gbox. That's the solution. You moved over to Android there. You make a clone of installed DexPoint application. You see it with a logo of G. That's how to circumnavigate that band to work with Google. Exactly. The main prize playing on the 29th is available for only those people who are physically present at the conference or for everybody. We'll have 2 lotteries. First lottery will be right there for those people physically there. But the second thing, we're going to make an announcement of those prizes and the ultra lottery that my head is splitting up. When you will see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but you must be there. 29th of June, make sure you're there. Be there or be square. You will see a picture of a business which so far you haven't seen. If the people who are still thinking whether it makes sense or not to go there, if they have questions, take them, because it's free of charge to be there. And trust me, they will see the sheer scale. Second thing, they will understand what we're doing, and they will understand the scale, what kind of gifts we're distributing. And they will stop asking questions. I will explain what kind of questions they will stop to ask. What currency can I use to pay for Dex nodes in the office of Dubai? Only USDT? As of July 1st, maybe you'll be able to pay with fiat as well. It will be 1,500 and 145 additionally. Edward is writing, thank you very much. I think we've run out of the questions already. It's mostly words of thanks and gratitude. Well, I enjoy reading words of gratitude. DexSafe has no information about transactions about Tron commission when transferring USDT TRC20 to the exchange office. Trons have been cancelled and the transaction is not in the list, and there is no information about energy and throughput capacity. Can you do it? Yes, I'll make a note of that. I'll screenshot that. Okay, thank you, Elena. DexSafe icon from the promo code is not operational, or haven't you connected it yet? The promo code is given to the owner. What do you mean it's not activated? The promo code icon is not working. You mean copy icon to make a copy or something? I have Huawei P30 and DexPoint doesn't work. It's a pity. It's Huawei. Huawei doesn't like American technologies. They're burning American flags on the Chinese squares there. Tell us, please. After July 1st, it's going to be $1,645, right? An important caveat, super important. It's not the node which costs $1,645. It's the hardware-software complex. This is what includes the software and the physical product, the hardware. All together, it is software-hardware complex. So 1,500 will cost the API key, the software, and 145 is the price of the physical device, the hardware. Will there be some delivery to St. Petersburg? What will be the price to the specific address to St. Petersburg? Do you know the price? No, we don't. To tell other buyers about the average delivery price. It's hard to answer your question, but generally speaking, look how it will be organized. In many countries now, we are opening offices, let us put it this way, or inventory warehouses, and everything is going to be quite straightforward. We take, say, Kazakhstan. In Kazakhstan, they have a warehouse. We're shipping Dex nodes there at the price of 145. They pay for VAT and customs clearance, and then the business person who does it in Kazakhstan, they have a different price. That would be not 145, but say 200 USDT. What can you do there? You can order it right there, and you will get delivered it within the country. And API key can be bought at the site of any marketing company, or not any marketing company, but one of those that you are connected to with your body and soul. And there you get API key. You can buy it at Amazon, or you can buy it at our office, or buy it at your distributor in your country. Most importantly, it is the key, which is connected to your DEX node and then becomes invulnerable construct. But when they're disconnected, you can take any DEX node and connect it to that API key. Now, words of thanks. Now, about the instruction, Elena is writing that they need instructions. Okay, we'll prepare instructions. Tell us, please, if on my phone I have the access code, should I remove it? Not to have problems with the say, no, you must have it. That's the problem. The problem with the Android when you don't have access code. When you have access code, it's totally okay. This crate in the DexPoint is 0.0058. Yes, DexPoint has very low Dex rate, so it's quite okay. Because it's free of charge application. Okay, guys, we have gone through all the questions. Really, honestly, not all. Maybe I misunderstood some of them, but 99.9% of all the questions have been answered. Thank you. We've been doing it for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you, Alexey. You have survived it. You've been doing most part of the job. You've done a great job today. Thank you for doing the Zoom. Thank you for deciding to go late for the next Zoom. It was a very positive, informative, and I was listening quite attentively, although I seemingly know everything, but I found it very interesting for me. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank everybody who connected to us today for your attention, for going the distance with us. You're the best. Okay, guys, I thank everyone. Enjoy the weekend. Thank God it's Friday, and
Enjoy the rest of the way. Thank you, Igor, for finding time in your busy schedule, for answering some questions too. I know that you're quite a busy person. Thank you. I'm standing by. It's our joint course.